Okay, now go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, read verses 13, 18. Now, when you go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 13, 18, You there, brother? Are you there or we lose you? When I know someone's going to bring an argument, I not only respond, but I turn it against them and then decimate their objection. This is actually the JeetKuneDo, Christianized JeetKuneDo for apologetics.
I support, post-tribulation after I saw your session on that.
Man.
So I got this question that we will be raptured, we will meet Christ in the air, in sky, and will we come back to rule here on earth for the 1,000 years?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why are we going to be caught up to meet with him in the air? Because the question is, okay, notice it didn't say heaven, it says air, right? It's not the word for heaven, right?
Yeah.
You know why the church will be caught up to meet with him in the air? One of the reasons?
No, actually.
Okay, now go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, read verses 13, 18. Now, when you go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 13, 18, You there, brother? Are you there or we lose you? Okay, now, brother, you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, brother.
Now, here's what you're going to do. Are you listening? Are you listening?
Yeah, brother.
You're going to go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 13 to 18. You're going to read all of it. But before you read it, keep in mind, the earliest copies of the New Testament, the Greek copies, there are no chapter divisions, right?
Yes.
So what you're going to do, you're going to read 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 13, all the way to chapter 5, verse 2. Slowly read it out loud. Don't stop at 18. Go to chapter 5, verse 2. Read it slowly, and I'm listening, and I'll be right back. So go read it.
Yeah, 13, from 13, no?
Yeah, all the way to chapter 5, verse 2. Don't stop.
Okay. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Jesus will God bring with him. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall first rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
So you caught it, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, so that event when Jesus comes and raptures us up to meet with him and the believers in the air, that's what day?
For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
So what's the day again?
The day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Okay, so when does the rapture of believers to meet Jesus and believers in the air take place? At the day of the Lord that comes like a thief in the night, right?
Yes.
Now go to 2 Peter 3, verse 10. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Okay, so notice Peter and Paul are talking about the same day.
Yes.
And on that day of the Lord, what does Jesus do to the earth?
The new earth and new heaven, he will...
No, read verse 10, it's right there. What is he going to do to the earth?
All the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the works are...
so he's going to consume it, right?
Yeah.
So now it makes sense that he's going to take us off the earth to be with him in the air, because he's going to bring fire from his presence to consume all the evil on the earth.
Yes, yes.
But now that means he's not taking you to heaven. He's taking you to the air, and his glorious presence, fire, flaming fire from his presence, that's what Paul says, consuming all the evil, destroying all the evil, purifying the earth, and you come down to reign on it. It's all the same event.
Yes. Okay. So then the 1,000-year rule starts.
Yes.
And after that, the second resurrection takes place of the unbelievers.
Yes. Not only unbelievers.
Let
me correct myself. Let me be careful there. It's not just unbelievers. Those who are being raised will also be people, let's say, who died during 1,000 years, right? Because not everyone in the 1,000 years will be believers who've been transformed, because the believers will be transformed to be incorruptible, Paul says. We will be incorruptible. But there will be human beings who will not believe but won't be killed because they're not part of the armies that go up to fight against Jesus. So they will be spared on the earth, and we will reign over them, and they will continue to live in sinful bodies that die and procreate.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Those are the ones who will die during the 1,000 years. Some of them will believe, some of them won't believe. So you can't say it's a resurrection of just unbelievers.
Okay. Then after 1,000 years, the Satan will be left loose so that he can deceive again.
Deceive those nations that are procreating after their kind, sinners in sinful bodies who can die and be tempted and sin.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
So yes. So in one sense, we can say that the final destination of Christians is not heaven, but it's actually the new earth,
No, heaven's going to be on earth, because after the 1,000 years, after Satan is thrown in hell, after the day of judgment, it says heavenly Jerusalem and God the Father will come down on earth. So according to Revelation, the good news is Jesus will be physically on earth, but then God the Father will show up visibly on earth. And so God the Father visibly and Jesus in his physical body will be on earth with us forever.
Thanks, Sam, for that great teaching. For more clips like this, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to be notified for future clips coming out. And when I drop them, go ahead and do the same on over at Sam's channel. Links will be in the description box below, as well as the link to the Trinity store, the merch shop. Go ahead and cop some gear. All proceeds go to Sam's ministry. Come and help support. Also, guys, with PayPal and everything, if you want to support this channel, go ahead and do so. We really do appreciate it. Much love. Guys, also make sure you go ahead and share it all your social media platforms as well, like TikTok and Instagram. Get the word out there. My name is Jay, and as always, all praise to the one true triune God. Amen.